Happy Monday, ladies and gentlemen. How the heck are we doing? Ding, 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 ding. Happy Monday. Welcome to the green room, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here for a good time, not for a long time. I'm here for a good time. I am here for a good time, not a long time. How are you? Happy Monday, June 2nd. Feels feels fucking amazing. Are you having a good day? Brother, you know what? I had a good Monday. I had a great fucking Monday. Let me turn down the music so you can listen to this brief story. So I think I told you during the weekend that Friday it was the ultimatum for this particular HOA to answer to our requests, and they did. Right, this lady decided to respond. I don't know if she did it out of spite, because we said, end of business day, Friday, 30th, and she decided to respond at around 6 p.m., right? She gave us, I don't know, like 17 pages of a bunch of superfluous messages. And she said, she wrote a lot, but said nothing, right? The legality of the issue is we performed, we finalized the work, we are we realized that the HOA or the management company had switched, right? So we gave the other party an opportunity to catch up and collect the information that we provided. No, this lady goes berserk. This lady goes berserk on her fucking message saying, "Yeah, you generated this this invoice at a later date." And I'm thinking, what does that even fucking matter? I mean, this lady is fucking stupid. Like, we performed the work at this on this particular time. Anytime you generate a document, let's say I have to reprint a document, it'll show the date I printed it, right? So yeah, she says my forensics show that you didn't generate this document when the job was performed. And I'm thinking, what is the basis of her fucking? There's no fundament. The legality of the issue is, lady, you already fucking owe us the money. But anyways, it goes on and on and on and on and on and on. And I'm studying this. The same Friday, remember I told you we have this particular legal counsel. So he responded Sunday. He wanted to know something about who had signed the original work authorization. So I forwarded him the email that says it has been signed, so it's been confirmed, right? Everything has been forwarded. But at the same time, I took and I did my due diligence, right? And I generate an email with all the pertinent information that I think will be of useful background or backup for the lawyer to use. So there was an instance that I used in one of the messages saying this lady said this, but there's no basis behind that, right? Just because she thinks she can prove things that we, for some reason, she says we formulated or we generated false documentation, and I'm like, even though she makes her own assessment, that doesn't fall into the course that she can't negate payment. Like we already did the work. Like even if you think we forged anything, the work was done. It You can't say I can't pay you because this document doesn't look original. Like what? So when I wrote that in the message, the lawyer says, "Wow," he says, "you really know your stuff." I am impressed. Imagine for a lawyer to tell you you are doing a great fucking job. That made my fucking day. That made my day. And of course, my boss was CC'd on it, right? He was carbon copy. So not only do I feel good, but of course I know I'm doing my fucking job. So I have to tip my hat off to the lawyer for the acknowledgement because I also told him thank you. And I also wrote a message and I thanked ChatGPT. I said, ChatGPT, you, we are one heck of a fucking team. We are one heck of a fucking team, baby. We're good. We are fucking happy Monday. Am I thirsty? I don't have much of this. Hello, Africa. Tell me how you doing. How do I get more ice on this shit? Dr. Alban. Hello, Africa. Tell me how you doing. You know this fasting thing? This fasting thing is more of a mental thing than it is a physical thing. My boss came in this morning with a couple of pastries. I think I must have had three or four of those in the morning. I had one cup of coffee. Then before I left work, I had my Rockstar. Came home, jogged my I did not. I did 3 point something miles. I think I must have stretched one of the muscles in my inner thigh, and I wasn't jogging as fast as I should. But I got it done. I gotta play soccer tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it if I stretch correctly. But it's still, it's I don't want to make it worse. So I don't know if it's gonna happen tomorrow. There's a I don't know, man. I gotta stretch. I gotta stretch really well before I even think about jogging on the grass. I mean, I can move. I can do the stride up and down, but it's gonna be like a 10, 11 minute mile. So, anyways, I did my jogging, and I'm still not hungry. Liquid diet. Liquid diet. This beer hits different. Beer in a bottle, it hits different. It tastes different. The one I had yesterday, I know I should have cleaned my fucking desk. They're still here. I had these yesterday. These taste fresher than the ones on the bottle. I don't know why the bottle has that skunky taste. Is it just me or is it every fucking 24-ounce bottle? You know what? That was pretty fucking good. What is it? Oh yeah, the lady says your violations. You have so many violations. So the lawyer says my response. He says, "Wow, you do know the law, and your comments are accurate, especially this part." He says, even if it applied, violations are disciplinary, not a payment defense. So he tells me, I already contacted the new HOA manager, who is also their agent for service of process. He agreed to accept the lawsuit by signature so I can save you money on the service of process costs. The information you provided is perfect, and I definitely have everything I need. Thank you. I am very impressed. I look forward to working with you. Should I ask him if he's hiring? Should I ask him? Should I, hey, bro, are you hiring? But that tells me that I love doing my job. That tells me I should have been a lawyer. I should have been a lawyer. You see, the when life gives you lemons, you take it and you run with it, right? Lemon meringue pie. You make margaritas. You squeeze it on fish. You put it. You make ceviches. Squeeze a little bit on that fucking avocado toast. I am telling you, avocado. You drizzle garlic oil. In, you drizzle the avocado with garlic infused olive oil, and that son of a gun won't turn green as dark. You know how it oxidizes? It alleviates that part. It makes a coating around the avocado, so it oxidizes way slower. The beauties that you learn, right? The culinary arts. Actually, you know what? I like to call it the culinary science. But you learn from people who are better chefs than you, right? I never said I'm a greatest chef. There's things that I won't I will never learn how to cook because I don't like the complexities of being in the kitchen. I can whip up some breakfast plate that you've never had in your life, and at the same time you would be like, listen, that salsa I was talking about yesterday, I need to go get that salsa tomorrow morning. I am gonna stop by the handy market and I am gonna get that salsa. I saved the canister, the receptacle, the anyways. I saved it, so there's no mistake of me not getting what I just had because that shit is so fucking good. I made some I made some eggs on Sunday. I had leftover taco meat. Remember I was talking about that last night, and I had some salsa on top of that. Chef's kiss, baby. Chef's kiss. Cheers. Welcome to Monday. Nothing like a cold beer on a Monday night. Thank you for being here. Who sings this? Electronic pleasure. I am craving that fucking taco meat. I gotta buy that taco meat again. I gotta buy that taco meat again. That is so fucking good. I have a skillet that I hardly ever use, but I did the meat on that skillet, and that makes it. Skillets are supposed to heat and transfer the heat generally to the whole fucking thing, right? And it works perfectly. It works perfectly. You can turn the meat as often as you want, move it side to side, up, down, so it cooks evenly. Beautiful. I just haven't used it for chicken. Chicken usually sticks to skillets, but I added butter to mine. Cheers. Can anybody tell me a plate that you can make from scratch and somebody would look back and say, "Who fucking taught you this?" There's plates that I've done like pasta plates that I've never even used before, but I've done by myself. And of course, there's things that you apply only because you've seen it on TV, right? Sometimes you know how they say you got to reduce the sauce. That means the temperature has to take control of, right? Evaporation. That's why it reduces, right? Becomes a little bit thicker. You can't leave it there too long because then you fuck it up. So that's when you add the pasta to it, and now it becomes a masterpiece. I did that one time, and I had already done the ground beef on the side. Did I make meatballs? What the fuck is this? That's a great fucking song. Everybody, everybody. Yo, Keith in the fucking house. Hey, Oscar, I have I deal with My life cheers. Not me replying to your messages when I'm live. You have to deal with your life cheers. Brother, listen, we all have to deal with our life, right? With our lives. But we gotta do the best we can. I mean, there's no there's no reason to cry over spilled milk, right? It's either going great, it's either going good, or we're still trying. Whoever says I'm having a bad day, you haven't tried fucking hard enough because there's somebody else having a worse day out there. A bad day cannot be any worse than being 6 feet underground. If you're still breathing, it's not a bad day. It's a good day because you're still alive. Sunday, when my brother texted me, the Sunday was it? When my brother texted me when telling me my dad was in the hospital, my dad was not feeling well. I honestly thought my dad was just like in his fucking deathbed, and emotionally. I got emotional. I think I got more emotional than I got depressed. So I went jogging yesterday, and I texted my brother, and I sent him a voice message saying I was broadcasting when you fucking texted me, and it just hit me differently because life is in front of me, and I didn't know how to fucking deal with it, like right live. So he says, no, no, no. He says, no, he's responsive. He says he got up, he ate something, but he's weak. And yeah, my dad is what, 80, 87, is he? Anyways, we're all going to get to an age where we are just going to be frail and right. But his problem is whatever the fuck he has, he was supposed to get a biopsy from day one. He has friends who are doctors, so everybody wants to give him a second opinion, a second opinion, second opinion, only because they want to fucking charge. I won't charge you the 20,000, but I'll charge you 10,000. It's like, Dad, get the fucking biopsy. You should have known this already. My uncle was here 2 weeks ago, and we were discussing my dad's case. And I'm not a fucking doctor, but I studied this shit, right? I studied to become not a doctor, but the whole my Rolodex works in different areas, but I'm not a professional, but I can think like one. So we were talking about the same this phase that my father is going through, and I told my uncle what my dad was doing, He's going to visit his friends, his doctors, this and that. People throw you a curveball. So then, when I looked at my uncle, and I said, "There's only one thing to do," and we both said it at the same time. Remember, we were talking about this biopsy. So my uncle's a doctor. I'm not a doctor, but we both said the same fucking thing at the same, like it's like unison, right? Biopsy. And I said, there it is. You know that. I know that. He should fucking know that. But why is he getting second opinions? He says, yeah, your father has changed. My brother is this. My brother is. And I said, Tio, I understand that. But at the same time, what if after 2 weeks, the biopsy shows you are so far ahead? You know, start saying goodbye. Who the fuck knows? And it's one of those things where you have to wrap your mind around. Like I told my brother, I said, I thought my father was on a deathbed. Like when you texted me, like he's gone, and I'm thinking, what the fuck? No, but he says, he got up. He's responsive. He talks to me. He just doesn't want to fucking go to the hospital. Nobody wants to go to the hospital. Even when I'm sick, I don't want to go to the hospital. But that's the right mentality to have because your body can recuperate. But it's the age factor. There comes a time where you are old, but you're gonna need some type of serum or some type of medicine or health. A doctor's visit to tell you you are lacking this, you're lacking that. Let me help you with this. Let me help you with that. I'm not a fucking doctor. Like my brother said, you're over there. I can't. But then again, I don't think my fucking dad would allow me to say, "Let me give you this," because I think you're lacking this. My dad would say, "Get the fuck away from me," because you, right? You're not a doctor. But like I told my brother, I said, "Brother, I am happy that you're with him. As long as you hold his hand and pray with him. Hey, what else? What else? What is there to do? What else is there to do? Pray." I said, "Look, now he's in the hospital. I hope he gets better, and I hope he grows another year, 2 years, 3 years older to be with us." But he's in the hospital. He's not in intensive care. He's in just regular care, right? There's no ICU. So he's okay. They're just That's right, Oscar. So now that I've had a few days to think about it, if life says game over, then it's game over, right? But there's sometimes where, like I told my brother, I said yesterday, I said, look, he doesn't want to go. I get it. Okay, that's fine. You can't make the man do what you think is gonna save him, right? When we can't save anybody. Everybody has to save themselves, right? The drug addict, the alcoholic, the workaholic, right? There's a certain gene, there's a certain parameter in our fucking head that just says we're doing this because we like this, we work for this, we live for this, we want to die for this, right? Same thing happened with people who are stubborn. That's the same fucking thing. So imagine the person who knows if they consume a little more, they may kill themselves, but they're stubborn, but they're more addicted than stubborn, Being addicted doesn't make you stubborn, and stubborn doesn't make you addicted. So it's the psychological part of that, and it's not your body asking for it. Mentally, you want it, but at the same time, physically, if you take a little bit more, you may not wake up tomorrow because everybody wants to fucking live on the edge. By all means, you've never seen me fucking downing beers like like it's going out of fucking style. I mean, I do drink my first 3 4 beers like I'm fucking because I'm thirsty. But then after that, I control myself and I talk to you and we have a great fucking time. I can't control what my brother does. I can't even control what my right hand does. Slow down, motherfucker. No, but that's my point. We can't control people's beliefs, thinking, actions, reactions, right? It, we're all we're all different animals in different cages, right? We are only as miserable as we make ourselves. I've always said that, right? We are all we're all here for the same fucking reason. What are we doing? Surviving. Daniel, what the fuck? Can't even control little kids running around like elephants. I know. Speaking of little kids, so I was downstairs with my neighbors earlier because I went to get. I wasn't gonna drink today, but you know what? I said, you know what? I feel good. I'm gonna go buy some beer. So I parked my car downstairs, and my neighbors were fixing their car. I don't know what the fuck they were doing, fixing the cars. And I said, you know what? I'll go buy a 3 pack of Keith donated. Donated my last PBRs. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go get some PBRs, and I got 2 of these. The Heineken. So my neighbor says, "Hey Oscar, ¿cómo estás?" I'm like, "Yeah, bien, bien." Dice, "Las chelas." So I'm like, "Hey, no se diga más." So I open my fucking 3 pack and I give one to it. So I'm like, "Hey, you know what? Everything happens for a fucking reason." So we cheered, we talked for 30 minutes, 30 40 minutes, and they said, "Hey, were you the one yelling with the upstairs neighbor with the negrita?" I'm like, "No, I wasn't the negrita. I was the neighbor, el negrito." He said, "Oh shit, no way." He said, "I heard a girl's voice." And I no, it wasn't the girl upstairs. It was the gay guy upstairs. It's like, "Oh no shit." And little did we know that when I'm downstairs talking to my neighbors, guess who parks right next to where my neighbor is working on his car? The upstairs, the guy who yelled at me on. And I told the guys, I said, "This motherfucker has people outside of his fucking apartment building." I mean, we talked about this. I'm not gonna talk about that shit again. And they said he was yelling at you. I'm like, yeah, this motherfucker, the audacity of this fucking bitch, audacity, bitch. Don't you fucking be yelling at me. Yeah, he just moved in like 3 years ago. But still, brother, he's a cool dude. I like the guy. I mean, I have nothing against him. But again, remember we talked about this particular incident. Black fatigue is real, bro. Black fatigue is real. Like he thinks because he's African American, I'm gonna have to call him first so I can remind him. to follow the rules. And I'm like, no. I said, look, the people were outside. I told the people, hey guys, hey guys, can you keep it down, please? I never told anybody to shut the fuck up, right? I wasn't disrespectful. Hey guys, upstairs, can you keep it down? People gotta work tomorrow. Have fun, but right? The guy fucking no, that guy lost his shit, bro. This guy lost his shit. He said, "You're supposed to tell me so I can tell them." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not doing all that. I'm not your fucking father, dude. I'm not. Who the fuck you? No, get the fuck out of here." There's people here who have been here longer than I have, and guess what? All of us are the quiet ones because we respect people's boundaries, right? The lease agreement says do not generate noise to become a nuisance. I don't do that. My neighbor has a baby. She's already got to be 4 years old. Then when they go in the pool, and I'm thinking, Jesus Christ. Yeah, and I know the guy. I like the guy. I say, good morning. But see, I'm not gonna go outside and say, hey, psst, psst. I gotta write a fucking note to management again. I know it's about to get hotter. People are saying, can you please tell them that this is not a fucking club? Kids need to fucking respect. But it's up to the parents to enforce that shit, right? I can't fucking walk to the kid and say, hey, shut the fuck up. But I don't want to walk up to the parent and say, hey, can you tell your kid to shut the fuck up? It shouldn't be me. I don't need to enforce that. Now, if it's an older fucking crowd after 10 p.m., then by all means, it has to be me. I can't let that slide because I don't want that shit to happen again and again and again and again. Keith says neighbors can be a bitch. No, I don't. I don't mind my neighbors being a bitch. By all means, right? I can be a bitch back, but that's not the fucking problem. My neighbor upstairs thinks he's fucking entitled, and it's not about race. But that night, he made it about race because he started fucking yelling down the fucking hall. My neighbors thinks I'm yelling like, and I'm thinking, black fatigue is real. Like Jesus Christ, bro. If I was rich, but Daniel, you have to remember one thing. It is not about being rich, Daniel. It is about following the fucking rules, right? It's about following the rules. We live in an apartment complex or compound, right? 20 some units. That if we all follow the rules, right, we would all live in fucking harmony. El derecho, el respeto al derecho ajeno es la paz. I have that. I honestly have that somewhere written down because I know I looked it up, and it was, where is that? It wasn't Pancho Villa. It wasn't Pancho Villa. It wasn't Pancho Villa, but I have that here somewhere where I. Fuck. El derecho al respeto ajeno a la paz. I have that. I have that here somewhere. Hold on. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, this is where I wrote a fucking note to my manager upstairs. I said, "Hi Diana, I wanted to make you aware of an incident that took place last night around 11 p.m. There was a group of people outside this guy's unit. I stepped out of my unit and politely asked the group to lower their volume and be mindful of the neighbors, given the late hour. At that point, this individual came downstairs and became verbally aggressive. He raised his voice, accused me of handling things improperly, and insisted that I should have contacted him directly. I explained that I didn't think it was necessary to call him to remind him of basic community rules and common courtesy. He continued yelling and ironically began shouting through the common areas that I was the one being loud, even though he was the one doing all the yelling. I am sharing this so that there's a written record of what happened. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. Please let me know if you need another different. It is what it is. Motherfuckers need to be fucking taught a lesson. Um, where is this fucking message? I know I have it here somewhere. Is it this one? Mm. Is it this one? No, this is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know I have it here somewhere. I just can't fucking remember where I put it. There's so much shit that I asked ChatGPT to help me with. No, no, final demand letter. There's a fucking. Anyways, let's fucking move. Okay, okay. What? No, it's not this shit. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, fuck. Okay, I give up. I give up. Keith says, Daniel, I would like no neighbors within 10 miles of me. Only if they are 7-Eleven or a liquor store. Then, yeah, be next block. next, be next block, bitch. Anyway, I don't even know what the fuck I was looking for. I know I was looking for a message that I typed somewhere. This no eating is not working. I can't. I can't be this buzz with 3 beers, with 2 beers. But then again, maybe I should. I haven't had anything to eat since this morning. I had 3 pastries with the coffee. I gotta stretch my back. I gotta stretch my back before I go to sleep. If I go to sleep like this, I'm gonna wake up a vegetable. That is so fucking beautiful. So pizza. Thank you, Elena. I still got a little bit left. Keith says, yeah, I need the liquor store. We all need the liquor store. We all need that fucking liquor store. The liquor. This is it. I got no more beer. I drank it all. And it's not ice cold, dude. I mean it is cold, but it's not ice cold. We all need the fucking liquor store. I am thinking, what the fuck am I gonna eat before I go to sleep? It's only 10:45. Basmati rice, and I got a can of beans. That's what I'm gonna fucking do. Put them together, and I'm gonna have some casamiento, baby, with a lot of fucking hot sauce. That's what I'm gonna fucking do for. I don't know. Maybe I'll just go to sleep. I don't know. Snap. I've never heard this song in my fucking life, but it's Snap. That's beatbox right there. That's beatboxing. Keith says, I made spaghetti. I got my guts in order. He got my guts in order. I need, I think I need some spaghetti. I think I need some, I need something. Snap. I never heard this fucking song ever in my life. Thing of beauty. I am going to go sleep early only because I need to go eat something before I fall asleep. I can't go to sleep with an empty stomach. Not with beer in my fucking. Nope. Nope. Even though I'm not hungry, but I know I gotta eat something so I don't wake up with that cotton mouth shit. You know what I mean? What is this? Why does this beer taste different in this big bottle? Yeah, that tastes weird. Oh, she's crafted. Is this it? Oh, this is Coolio. Fantastic Voyage. Dun. Oh no, I missed that fucking game. I went jogging with the idea that I was gonna watch the game, right? So I came back home. There was nobody home when I got home. So my son got home like an hour later. He was out with his mom, and I had just taken a shower, so I was gonna watch the game from 7:15. It started, right? I lost track of time, brother. I lost track of time. Then I said, you know what? I don't want to drink, but fuck it. I'm gonna go get a beer or two, and I did. Is this a good song? Mm. Oh, okay, there we go. Fantastic voyage. I mean, it's I don't know. This song is like one of those. Was it good or was it not? Not good enough for me. Oh fuck! This is the same genre. Oh yes, Gali Gali. Habibi, 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 Habibi. Remember, I used to have that friend on X, younger girl. I would flirt with her. She would flirt back with me. She became a fucking backstabbing little fucking bitch. I can show you the messages that I sent to her. Nothing was ever sexual. Everything was very flirtatious. Cause she flirted with me like I flirted with her. Turtle, remember Turtle? Galia. Galia was she was full of fucking sexual energy, but of course her fucking veil and shit. You know, I'm pretty sure she masturbates more than us. I always called her princess. You know that, right? Even in open broadcast. Hi, princess. She says, "Why do you have someone in your mind for me?" And I said, "Oh, I'm way too old for you." She says, "Look for someone younger for me." I'm young at heart. I do like you, Galia. I admire you. She says, "Oh, my dear friend." I hope I didn't scare you away, princesa. She says, no, it's okay. How was my princess? Hey, Oscar, I'm good. How are you? So she allowed me to flirt with her, right? But at some point, I don't know why she turned her. She spun the shit like I was trying to. I don't know. She was very fucking weird. Oh, this is it. I asked her to take her veil off one time. I'm like, can you just show me your beautiful face? She says, no, I gotta save the beauty for someone who deserves it. And I'm like, what a fucking cunt. Like, why would you fucking say that? Yeah, she just became very fucking vague and stupid. But mind you, this is before your time, Keith. It was a Muslim young girl, right? Probably like last year. I'm 48, 49, whatever the fuck I was turning. She's like younger, 20, 21, right? So she would come on my page. We would flirt off of our page. We would flirt. Like she would flirt with me. I would flirt with her. Nothing ever sexual. Like I would always say, why can't I see your beautiful smile under that veil? Like there's like, are you going to hell if you show me your smile? She said, I don't want to find out. Like, I mean, I know you have to be cute under that fucking veil. Like, I want to see. I won't share with anybody. No, oh, but her sexual innuendos were just like the highest fucking peak innuendo. Then I can fucking tell you, and I would be like, she said, you know what I had? She said and she's Muslim. She says I drank Heineken Zero, and I'm thinking, why would the fuck would you have? There's alcohol in Heineken Zero. Like there's minute quantities of alcohol. If her dad found out, if her father ever found out that she had Heineken Zero, she would get fucking whipped 75 times, or I think it's 50, on the back. Muslims cannot have alcohol. But it says zero. Bitch, you're not having zero alcohol. It's like minimal 0.0005 alcohol. Like there's something in there. And then at one point, I remember she always acted like she was innocent, and I know she wasn't. She says, "Oh, I want to fly to America one day, and I want to run to the cockpit and say, hey, can I take a picture with you?" And all my followers were saying, "Nah, yeah, you don't want to do that. Don't ever fucking think you're gonna fucking run up to the fucking cockpit and say, can I take a picture of what you guys are looking at?" Because she made it seem like I am just a nice girl under this bitch. I and I said, no, 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 no. I said, I think you should open a book and start reading about how to not lose friends inside an airplane, right? What the fuck? I don't know. I just made up my own fucking book. Like, you should learn what not to do in an airplane if you're wearing what do you call it? A burqa, right? A burqa. She thought I was okay. I'm gonna go fucking run to the captain's cabin and say, "Can I take a picture? What are you guys are looking at? Can I see this shit?" And I'm thinking, yeah. I think she's just plain stupid. I think she knows what's. I mean, she comes from those countries where they tell you, "Hey, listen, when you get on a plane, make sure you don't rush that fucking cockpit, or else you will get shot." No, but she was willing to say on air, and I remember I was live when one day she mentioned to people, Yeah, I'm the type of girl who loves flying or who would love to fly. I would be probably knocking on the captain's door saying, "Can I take a picture of what you're looking at?" And people said, "She said, no, you don't, no, please, don't not fucking." So that's when I thought, yeah, this bitch has problems. That bitch has problems. That bitch has problems. She almost tried to make me feel like I was the fucking victim. Well, it's not her, but the one before that. Because this young one, she said Muslim. Yes, she was Muslim. This young one said, "Hey, if you keep bothering me, I am gonna post the messages that you have sent me online." And I said, "Wait, what the fuck? So you're gonna expose me for flirting back with you?" Like, and I said, "Okay, I have the same messages that you have, so go ahead and post them. But first, I'm gonna block you. So when people show me what you're posting, I will be able to post exactly how it started and how it ended. Because your chronological order cannot be different than mine. So if you want to go ahead and do it, I said I'm gonna block you first, so that way you can't fucking look at mine and you can't, right? I said go ahead and do it. I have never once accosted you or sexualized you in any fucking way. I said you're just a fucking little dirty bitch behind that fucking mask, right? God forbid you fucking randomly explode, bitch, in a fucking airport. God damn. Yeah, she became very fucking vicious. She became very aggressive. Like like somehow they're trained to be nice, but at the same time they're trained to right become the next fire thrust. Like yeah, she's volatile as fuck. That's when I found out. You know what? I don't want nothing to do with this. And I told her, I said, you know what? I'm gonna block you at this point. I hope I don't ever fucking see you ever again because you're fucking not only toxic but you're also dangerous. People have heard your the way you want to carry yourself. Like you think it's safe to fucking fly in a plane and you want to fucking storm the cockpit because you want to take a picture. I'm like, no. I think that's completely like off the no, that's off the rails, bro. There's some shit that she would say. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to. I don't want anybody ever coming to my fucking door and saying, hey, we saw you exchanging messages with some crazy Muslim girl who says she is willing to die for her country. Yeah, I don't want to fucking deal with that shit. I'm like, nope, bye. Yeah, yeah. Don't fucking think I'm doing. Yeah, don't think I'm doing that. Fuck you guys. Like people who fucking take videos. I did this and I did that. I did this. Right? People think like Elon and the Elon and that one congressman, right? They're both doing the fucking what Elon did it. They lost their shit. Like he's fucking doing the Nazi salute. And then we have Booker doing this fucking same thing, or is it? I don't. I don't know. But he just does his fucking. And I'm like, where's the media to burn his fucking ass? Like nobody said anything about it. Like, yeah, it's not the same. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Of course it's the same. Listen, I gotta get out of here. Thank you for being here. It's a bad song. I gotta go eat something. It's 11:04 p.m. I should not be eating after 11, but anyways, go, go. I gotta go. Hasta la vista, baby.